All right, dear friend, happy Saturday to you. Happy Saturday. Let's get down to business. I have got to talk to you about just one of the most cretinous examples of the most just the the archetypical stupid commentary regarding I'm getting kind of tired of the exploding microphone. Maybe you are too. But these oafs, and also a bit of clarification. And how about this Chicky Lily, what's her name, who's basically announcing the demise of our beloved sweet Candace, and then I don't even know what the hell that's about. I don't know what, and I'm still in a lousy mood because I saw Disclosure Day today, Mrs. Ellen and I. It's the worst piece of shite you can imagine. It's horrible. Horrible. The worst movie. Dear God, I want my life back. There was nothing redeemable. So let's get down to brass tacks, my friends. We have a lot to talk, a lot to review. But first, let me tell you something. If you haven't bought, if you haven't purchased, if you haven't invested in the bug out bag, the best of the best that you're going to need were you to ever leave the confines of your home, and you need something to take with you, I mean, that's got everything already thought of, stuff you would have never thought about. Watch this. When disaster hits, you don't rise to the occasion. You fall back on what you already prepared: wildfires, floods, hurricanes, tornadoes, blackouts, EMP and grid attacks, riots, disaster. Get it? And when the warning comes, there's no time to search for flashlights or bottled water or first aid supplies while your family waits at the door. That's why My Patriot Supply created the fully stocked bug out bag. You've got to get this. It's a rugged, grab and go tactical backpack packed with 60 emergency essentials, including food, water, shelter, fire, starting tools, lighting, first aid, and more. Everything is already packed and ready right out of the box. Keep one in your car, your home, your RV, your office, your cabin, because emergencies never make appointments. And right now, you can get $100 off plus free shipping for a limited time. So act now. There will be no special invitation in life. Disaster always comes unannounced. Get prepared now. Go to preparewithlionel.com. That's preparewithlionel.com and click the link today. So maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just used to things. Maybe I'm just, I don't know why. I'm just kind of old fashioned. I kind of ask myself questions. Things like, people shouldn't be opining and weighing in on something that they really know nothing about. And also, there are people who just come across like idiots, absolute idiots, and they don't know it. They're not aware of it. Nobody's told them. So I came across this Brandon Tatum. Can you believe this guy? First of all, he says, I'm a Zionist. It's like, you're a Zionist? Do you understand what that even means? I'm sorry. I'm woefully unimpressed. He was a cop? And did he ever testify in court? Dear God. Dear God. But first and foremost, let me just tell you, there is absolutely nothing remotely impossible about the notion of this microphone exploding. Now, it doesn't mean necessarily that it happened, but it is not beyond the realm of possibilities. Except, or especially rather, when Tyler Robinson had nothing to do with it. There's no evidence. This is the part. This was a cop, and you think there's evidence? You've got ballistics that don't match. You've got a rifle that can't fire. Does he know anything about this? And you've got some fishy at best confessions. You've got to be kidding me. It's just It's. But let me just go through this first and foremost. Tyler Tucker, jeez, made a statement that was very interesting, I think, very interesting, regarding some thoughts as to who was responsible for the dispatch of his friend Charlie. And let's go through this one particular piece very carefully. And I'm going to give you my opinion, which might surprise you a little, kind of, sort of bit.
Was murdered.
Yeah.
And he was not murdered for his opinions on transgenderism.
Now, let me explain something. Here's the best. Look at this. The real one podcast. But it won't hold a 30-06 round. We'll get to that, my friend. We'll get to that. Thank you. So Tucker came up with the idea, very simply, that Charlie Kirk was not removed, dispatched, expurgated, eliminated by virtue of his thoughts as to transgenderism.
Kirk was murdered.
Yeah.
And he was not murdered for his opinions on transgenderism, obviously. He was, I believe, and most people who knew him well, as I did, and was friends with him as I was, believe he was most likely murdered for his evolving views on Israel.
Now, let me stop you right there. Saying first of all, this is Tucker's opinion. Saying he was dispatched for his opinions regarding Israel does not mean that Israel did it. Do you hear this? Do you hear this? Very, very simply. Very simply. I know that may surprise you. Very, very simply. Listen to what he said. Listen very, very carefully. Very carefully.
Obviously, he was, I believe, and most people who knew him well, as I did, and was friends with him as I was, believe he was most likely murdered for his evolving views on Israel.
Now, remember that. This is an opinion, and his views on Israel does not mean Israel did. Could mean, according to this. But remember what Tucker, just pay attention very carefully to what Tucker's saying.
So I get it. A lot's at stake. The world is at stake. But from my perspective, I have a duty to say what I think is true. I'm often wrong. And I always say that because it's a fact. I have been wrong a lot, and I may be wrong now. But I am sincere. I'm saying what I believe is true, and I'm going to continue doing that no matter what.
Now, you would have to be a fool not to even take into account what he was saying, Charlie, before he died, the concerns he felt, the concerns he mounted. This is reality, whether you like it or not. Whether this jadrul Tatum, we'll get to him in a moment, whether this goes against his Zionism, whatever, it's like, you're missing. Think like a cop. Think like a cop. Koki Moki, ladies and gentlemen, joins us. Koki, welcome, dear friend. So you hear what I'm saying? That's number one. Now let's look at this guy, this jadrul. I mean, he is just, dear God, does he have a family? I would be humiliated. Let's take this step by step and try not to really laugh wildly.
Stupid, evil, or both.
Okay, look at the look. Stupid, evil, or both. Okay? Okay? Look at this face. I think he knows a little bit about that, huh? You know this is going to be a whiz bang. You know this guy is about to impart upon you the wisdom, the likes of which, the expertise that simply cannot be put into words, okay? You've got to be stupid. How was it again, officer?
You're either stupid, evil, or both. If you think, after watching Charlie Kirk's assassination...
Okay. Remember, that's precisely why many people have opined and provided that as an hypothesis.
That a lapel mic killed him.
A lapel mic killed him. not a lapel mic per se, but something that might have been placed in said mic that either was a fragment or whatever. Now, it gets absolutely absurd right now.
Show you what the lapel mic that Charlie Kirk had on his person was.
Okay. Now, that is the size of the, I can't believe we're still talking about this. That is the size. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
We use the same stuff.
Great. Great.
It has a magnetic clip on the back.
All right. Fair enough.
Charlie had it on his shirt.
Yes, that's right. Other side.
Which was here or here. Therefore,
Yeah, right.
it's on his shirt here and not clipped here. It's held together with a magnet.
That's correct. It's held together with a magnet. It's held in place. Could have been a magnet, scotch tape, safety pin. Yes, it was affixed there. Yes, correct.
If you are stupid enough.
Now this is stupid. He loves the word stupid. Okay, stupid. Stupid enough. If you're stupid enough for what, sir?
To think that this killed Charlie.
There's a little more to that. Okay, go proceed.
By doing this.
By doing this. Okay, ready? Here we go. Now watch this. Now watch this. This is critical now. He's going to explain this. He's going to bring it home. He's going to bring it home.
It explodes.
It doesn't really explode, but okay, I'll give him that.
It explodes.
Yes, that's he's making it very clear. Yes.
And the bullet comes around here. It goes right here.
What? Did you hear that? Did you hear this? This dude, yes, I know he's bought and paid for it. Yes, Dope, Lemon, I know he's paid. We know he's paid. Ronald Wright says, just spreading a little love to my second favorite podcast. Only Candace got ya, homie. Hang on a minute. Where does this say this? Hang on, I cannot do this. I cannot. Anyway, it just says, only Candace got you, homie, and it's tight. My first I've caught in a minute. Great as always. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. Very, very kind. Kind thoughts indeed. There we go. That's it. That's right. I'm sorry. I didn't see this. One more time. Let's break this up. This is the genius now. This is the Einstein of ballistics.
Stupid enough,
okay,
to think that this killed Charlie.
Wait.
By doing this. It explodes. It explodes. And the bullet comes around here. It goes right here. What munition?
No. You no. It doesn't. No. It didn't. No. It didn't explode here, and then the bullet came this way. No. You think his family would say, Brandon, this just isn't for you.
Could have came out of this thing.
Could have came out. Ooh, I'm sorry. It's English. It's our mother tongue.
And the bullet comes around here. It goes right here. What munition could have came out of this thing?
What munition could have came out? Munition.
You think it's a 223?
Oh, now listen to this. This is where I'm thinking, no, Brandon. No, you can't be serious. You can't be thinking there's a round. Not only that, the round, including the brass and everything is in. He's holding the entire, the actual bullet round and the casing and the shell and.
Which is standard 223. Allegedly, it was a 30-06.
No. Tatum and Candace, look at this. Tatum and Candace was best friends, sad times. Whatever. I'm looking at this now. That's fine. I'm sure he's a wonderful man, but he doesn't know shit about this. Nor can he barely explain himself.
Which is massively bigger than this.
We're not saying there's a 30-06 in the microphone.
It won't fit in this box here.
He's serious. He's thinking that people are suggesting you're going to put around that requires what, a firing pin, some type of rifling, that there's a I can't believe what I'm saying.
It's heavy. You think Charlie Kirk would have
It's heavy.
got a mic and be like, yeah, put a mic on me. And the magnet is going to hold it together with gunpowder and munition in it. And if the
Gunpowder, he loves the word munition or munitions.
thing blew up, you will see a big hole in Charlie's shirt
No.
because of whatever explosive powder came out of it. You will see shrapnel hit Charlie in the face.
No. Shrapnel? How, no, it hit him in his neck. In his neck.
And there's no way that some projectile that's flat on your chest like this is going to somehow travel out and around and hit you in the neck over here.
It never, this is not the magic bullet theory. This is insane.
Impossible. And
You're right, because that didn't happen.
also, if this exploded from somebody's chest, everybody standing next to Charlie Kirk would have been like,
Did you see this?
everybody in the shooting turned and looked where they saw the shot fired. Because if you really care about Charlie and you claim you liked him and you claim you're a big Charlie fan or whatever you want to claim, then you would methodically take into consideration legitimate investigations, legitimate claims. And I promise you, some of the people that you've been listening to, you're going to realize were deceiving you either through ignorance or intentionally deceiving you.
Or being paid off.
Because they rather make it sexy by saying it's all this conspiracy
It's not a
than
conspiracy.
to be honest about the fact that it was a nut job, trans, adjacent weirdo
Stop it.
that was hypnotized with hatred and decided to kill Charlie Kirk.
This is just, I don't even know what to say. This is the dumbest man, the most corrupt man, a man who was paid off in toto, a man who was just, dear God, I can't believe what I'm hearing. I can't believe. Our good friend, let me see who else is here. The Real One podcast says, he also says the bullet hits his right side. Yeah, he's got a little bit confused. $100. Tatum says, I seen, could very well be. That's a good bet. Listen, I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to say this, and I know we're not supposed to say this. I know we're just not supposed to recognize this. But when somebody comes and speaks this gibberish English, I'm sorry. I'm not going to apologize anymore. It's embarrassing. It really is embarrassing. Honest to God, it's embarrassing. You're not taken seriously when you can't speak. But aside from that, aside from his grammatical errors and the like, this is just sad. This isn't what happened. Now I can go on and on and on, and I can go on, but let me just explain this to you. I have 100% faith in the fact that I'm correct in that Tyler Robinson did not do this because the evidence doesn't link him to it. That's it. The rifle, the figure, nothing. It's not connected to him whatsoever. It, of course, is the same as my lint brush. This lint brush is not connected. There's no ballistics connection. There's nothing to it. Nothing. There is nothing there. There's no connection. Number two, it could not have been fired by virtue of the safety and other aspects as well. Number three, there was no evidence that it was even fired because the gun detecting dogs did not sniff it out, and they can smell a fish fart. They weren't there. Next, the idea of the confession is so fraught, so replete, it will be subject to, oh my God, the impeachment of that will be through the roof. And also, it was very, very important, very, very critical to understand that there is nothing to link him. This is a story because he's buying this. Now, I'm not saying he's bought off. I'm not saying people are paying him. I have no idea. But if he was being paid, to spout this, Tyler Robinson, I don't want to say pro-Israel because Israel never really came out. He talked about it later, but the most important thing about this is that it would look and sound exactly like this. It would sound exactly like this. This is the part. I'm not saying this. Remember, I'm not saying this. Nobody is saying in any wise that that's the truth. But it would look and sound identical to this. That's the part nobody really can grasp. Nobody can really put this. I'm flummoxed by this. Lionel, I am new to your channel. You are the best. Thank you. Glacier Girl. Thank you. And it says, Jenny Mascaro says, hi, Lionel. Can you bring Ms. Lionel on? Mrs. Lionel, we're going to be doing that again. She's still recovering, as did I, from today's horror show of that discovery of day or film of us, not discovery, disclosure. It was so bad, so horrific. Pathetic Tatum espouses such garbage when the state seemed to have destroyed evidence by having the crime scene paved over and the SUV cleaned and auctioned off before the defense could even inspect them. Not only that, you're right about that. You're 100% correct. This is shades, dare I say, shades of JFK all over again. But what it also is it shows you this is a guy who you would think would be so attuned to the goings on of the court. A cop will say, look, I may not agree with this, but I know what I'm looking at. I know the problems. I know what reasonable doubt is. I know what the issue is. Now, let me explain something also, okay? First, if, now listen to me very, very carefully. If somebody were to say to you or show you that before a woman died or was killed, she kept telling everybody, if anything happens to me, it's my husband. My husband has been threatening me. I've got, and a friend said, she told me she worried about the husband. The husband would be candidate suspect number one. Number one. They'd go immediately to him. When Charlie Kirk says, and other people say, they're threatening me. They're pissed off. They're telling me a number of people, not Israel Collective, but people who are specifically pissed off because of what he said, his abandonment of Israel, as apparently President Trump has done as well. Miriam Adelson is beside herself. In any other situation, the first person you would go to would be the person or persons that the victim said, if anything happens to me, I'm worried about them. They're threatening me, or I'm feeling weird, or I'm getting strange. They're saying that. He's saying that. Nobody's making this up. No anti-Semite. This isn't some conspiracy, as Tatum says. It's what he said. It's what people said. And then what Tatum doesn't understand is, for the love of God, and again, if you go back to what Tucker said, Tucker never mentioned Israel. He said because of his thoughts of Israel. But if you want to talk about one of the most profoundly clever and lethal intel groups on the face of the earth, do I have to remind Mr. Tatum that these folks took a little, dare I say, instead of a lapel mic or something, and I'm using my, but anyway, by the way, this makes a great weapon. Have you seen this? I put together an office chair and they gave me this as a screwdriver. This is fantastic. Oh my God. Anyway, they were the proudest of having used exploding beepers. Ladies and gentlemen, Natalie Culpepper says, my hubs, Jeremy and I, just arrived in Great Neck area. We are here for surgery. Did you get our mail? I will definitely check. I thank you so much. We will check and see. Our schedules, as you can imagine, are pretty wild. But thank you for this. Thank you. I will certainly look and see. I have been scammed, spammed, and to just keep up with emails alone is incredible. But thank you for this. Now, let me explain to you a couple of things that's going on here. One of the things which we have as a condition here is we are being told that we have to suspend logic and suspects, and we have to look the other way. As I was saying, look at the people who are involved in this. Look at the people who are involved. Look at the people. Look at the people who were the proudest of being able to take a device that one would normally think is being a delivery system for a projectile or a lethal round, fixing it, altering it, adjusting it, adapting it, altering it, modifying it so that they could convert this thing that you wear like a mic. They're telling you this. This is what we do. They even gave Trump a gold beeper, which is just framed, which is really eerie. I don't know. I think there might have been kids involved. You risked everybody with that. So again, this doesn't prove Israel by any stretch of the imagination, but is Officer Tatum, by the way, he's off of my homicide detail, he thinks this is of no relevance whatsoever? Is he serious? He honestly believes that there's no reason to say, what are you talking about? What are you even discussing this for? There's nothing at all even remotely connected to this. We've got to stop this. We have no problem saying that JFK and RFK and John Lennon, maybe perhaps, and others, and MLK were dispatched by dark forces, black hats within the intel agencies. We have no problem whatsoever with that. None. And that's our country, all right? But you mean to tell me that I can't bring this up? This is ridiculous. So the first thing I got to tell Officer Tatum is, you're not on the team. You're not on this. But I can go through this. He doesn't want to know. And what's so bad about this is the people who are either paid off or sold. Again, we don't know if anybody is. We don't know this. But all of a sudden, for somebody, and you think he's in the business, to just turn to Tucker like he's crazy and misquote him. It's mind-boggling. Have you seen how crazy this stuff is? You've got this Lily what's-her-face who says my account was hacked. I haven't really thoroughly investigated that. I don't know how critical it is. I don't know how big. But this is weird. Please don't joke about Candace and her family or anybody being in harm's way. Don't. Stop it. There's nothing funny about that. I don't even want to tempt fate. I don't even want to bring this up. Sad to say, we're becoming habituated to it. We're becoming conditioned to it. We're at a stage where we just seem to look the other way. Like, oh, well, they got another one. Yeah, they got him. Yeah, that's it. And it's going to get even more crazy in the meltdown, because right now you've got people. Trump better, you want to talk about watching it, really watch it. They don't know what to do with him. Charlie Kirk is one thing, but President Trump, dear God, that was their guy. They don't know what to do. What happened? What in the name of God happened? He just said, I've had enough of this. That's enough. I'm done. I am finished. I'm through. This is not my legacy. JD, tell him I'm out of here. I can't say enough about it. I can't say enough about also how apoplectic everyone is over this. I would have never in my life ever imagined for a moment, truly a moment. I would have never imagined for a moment that we would be in this position. I mean it. I never thought I'd see this. President Trump, of all, they're going after him about the algae, and they're going after him about everything else. And the best part is if you really want to have fun, look at that monstrosity, that horrible, 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 horrible Obama, whatever that toilet bowl cheese grater, whatever that thing was. It was a disaster. And did you see? I have to mention this. Joe Biden, dear God, did you see it? Did you see this? Joe Biden, where's my granddaughter? And Jill left him. And also, what's with Hunter Biden? You know, people kind of sort of liked him a little bit. I don't know where he's getting off with this stuff. Thank you, Steph007. So we have a lot of new enemies on our plate. Candace, they're going to give her shit about this. She tried, but she's going to have to disavow him now because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Start acting. How dare you talk about Trump? You've never explained yourself. You've never explained your father. You've never explained where he was. And now he basically abandoned the whole job to an auto pen. He's weird. Watch Marjorie Taylor Greene move up. Did you see where she says, I don't have health insurance or something? That's why she's got to go to Mexico for stem cell. Did you hear that? Did I misunderstand? You don't have health insurance. I must have misunderstood her. I must have misunderstood her. There's no way I could be. None. But watch what happens to Kent. Watch what happens to Massey. And watch what happens to the incredible power and the incredible this new alignment. I hope you saw my interview with Sabby Sabs. Terrific. And you could tell sometimes there were some things she was very polite, very elegant, very, very nice. But for the most part, for those particular areas which I focused on, we're 100% in agreement. 100%. So what we're going to be seeing right now is in the upcoming time, we're going to be so many people coming forward and aligning themselves who we really never thought were our allies. Somebody wrote, Christ is King. That is most probably what first caused the biggest rift from when Candace wrote that, because she basically said what she felt. And somebody suggested that might have been anti-Semitic. Jesus, a Jew, by the way. Do you believe false flag will occur to war up Iran? I would not be surprised. Do I believe it will occur? No, I don't have any reason to believe. I would not be surprised. Please talk about it. Please let people know about this so that if it does happen, average citizens are aware. They're unfamiliar with the concept of false flag and what that means. Absolutely, positively. But I just had to bring you this tonight on a Saturday night. I'm sorry I interrupted your evening. I know you've got a lot of good stuff to do. But this Tatum, I'm sure he's a fine man. But dear God, he has the grammar skills of like an 8-year-old. How does this happen? How does somebody who lives as long as he does in a country where you hear proper English all the time, on TV, on sports, news, you hear it all the time. There are people who are from other countries who speak. Where did this come from? Where did this slovenly disinterest in speaking the native tongue? I'm sorry. I'm not going to apologize. This is our language. And you're trying to convince people. And you actually thought that they meant they were going to put a 30-06 round inside this? And it was going to go out and sweep around? This man just may be retarded. this absolutely, positively, maybe as close to what is possible. I know there are allegations that he's paid off and he's bought and he's purchased. I don't know. It could very well be. I don't know. I don't know. My friends, I thank you so very much. Have a great and a glorious, glorious, glorious day. Please like the video. Please make sure you are subscribed to the channel, because sometimes I'm finding out people are having their subscriptions undone. Undone. Make sure you also like this video. Liking is critical. And hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. Please follow Mrs. L. Also at Liz Warrior. She's got 2 great videos. And also, happy Father's Day Eve to the forgotten aspect of the purveyor of the species, the father. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that fascinating? Does it not make you think, wow? In any event, dear friends, I thank you so much. Have a wonderful and a great and a glorious evening. You are terrific. It's so, I got to tell you something. I rush home and I think, I got to say something. I didn't plan on this. I should have planned on something, but I didn't. And I'm so glad to be here. I'm really, 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 really. Also, Man of Paradox says yes. See you tonight at 77 WABC, 2 to 5 a.m. I'm going to be giving you my, they're going to be very upset as I excoriate and execrate this horrible movie, Disclosure Day, which is just horrible. Don't see it. It's an embarrassment. But that's tonight from 2 to 5, 77 WABC. Go to WABCradio.com or go to my X page. It'll have all the links. Just get the app too, the WABC app, 2 to 5 a.m. You will love it. Until then, my friends, have a great and a glorious evening. And we'll see each other tomorrow. Don't forget, the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue you. Da-da.